Litter Stopper is a quick and easy app to use to record your cleanups. Litter Stopper is ideal for groups, schools and individuals. Anyone can use it. It includes 32 of the most common litter items found on our public beaches, parks and streets.
Before getting started on the app, first weigh your bags. Make a note of the weight. Then sort the plastics from your cleanup into types. Take a photo of your collection. It's now time to open the app. Select Start Clean to enter the app. Each page has a little info symbol at the top, and this brings up some drop-down instructions for that page. Select Beach Patrol. Scroll down the list of Beach Patrol groups. Then choose Warrnambool as your nearest Beach Patrol group. Two timing options are available to record the time it takes you to do a clean. Select Begin Without Timer if you have completed your clean and are now entering your data. Or select the Start Timer button if you want to record your cleanup from beginning to end. The Select Begin Without Timer is the correct choice for entering data after a cleanup. Enter the clean date using the calendar. In the Enter Your Location field, type in a few words to identify the location. Add your initials so we know who completed the cleanup. The type of clean area is selected as beach. If you cleaned up somewhere other than the beach, such as a car park, a school or a playground, then use the drop-down list to select the type of clean area. Next, choose the level of recording detail from these four options. Number 1, no sorting, clean only option. Use this to record only how many bags and kilos of rubbish that you collected without counting any specific items. You might wish to choose this option if you are time poor or if the rubbish you collect is particularly dirty and you don't want to sort or touch it. However, where and when possible, we would love to know the types of litter items you collected because this helps us to identify litter issues. Number 2 is the standard Beach Patrol Love Our Streets Clean. This option only counts drink containers and coffee cups. This option is most used by groups in Melbourne who clean up public areas and who are concentrating their efforts on gathering data for the Cash for Container scheme and other single-use plastic litter reduction campaigns. Number 3, the full audit clean records 32 different commonly found items. This is the most common audit used by Beach Patrol in Warrnambool, Port Fairy and other beaches in southwest Victoria. Number 4, the partial audit allows for a partial selection of the 32 items. This allows you to choose which items you want to count. For example, drink bottles, fishing items, hard remnants, cotton buds and nurdles. If this partial audit is selected, a partial audit screen appears. Tap on those items of the 32 listed, which you want to be counted and recorded. A check mark will then appear on the icon. Then hit Next. This type of audit is useful if you collected a large amount of debris and don't want to count everything, but you did want to count the items that your group is focusing on for their litter campaigns. For this tutorial, I'm going to choose the full audit. Use the pictures on the icons to quickly identify the items. If it isn't clear what item goes with which category, carefully touch the little info symbol under the icon and another window will appear. It will show an example list of various items that can go in that category. Let's take a look at the 32 litter items. Glass drink bottles of any size, for example, wine bottles, beer bottles, spirits and cruisers, and glass soft drink bottles. Plastic drink bottles of any size. Aluminium or other metal drink cans. Personal protective equipment such as gloves, masks and earplugs. In these four categories, the 5 is for 5 centimetres, the H is for hard plastics and the S is for soft plastic. H greater than 5 is therefore a hard bit of plastic greater than 5 centimetres. H less than 5 is hard plastic less than 5 centimetres. S greater than 5 is soft plastic greater than 5 centimetres. And S less than 5 is soft plastic less than 5 centimetres. pH greater than 5 can be whole items or fragments of hard or semi-rigid plastic items, such as toys, balls, toothbrushes, personal care products, and non-drink bottles, such as cleaner containers. Hard or semi-rigid small plastic items or broken fragments that are less than 50 millimeters but greater than 5 millimeters can include small toys, buttons, non-drink bottle lids, screw tops, and plastic snaps from toothpaste tubes and various personal care products. Large pieces of soft or flexible plastic greater than 50 millimeters, clear or coloured film, bag fragments, clothing, plastic sheeting, and nylon rope. Small pieces of soft or flexible plastic less than 50 millimeters but greater than 5 millimeters, clear or coloured. Microplastics are very small pieces of plastic, less than 5 millimeters. They can be hard or soft. Food wrappers. Any printed wrappers for food items include lolly wrappers, food pouches, lolly bags, nut bags, and food packaging bags. Food containers. Rigid or semi-rigid containers used to supply food or take away food containers. Lollipops. Lollipop sticks, popsicle plastic sticks, and Chubba Chub sticks. Sauce packets. Soy sauce fish, tomato sauce and mustard sachets. Plastic bags. Carrier bags used to carry items in. Ziploc bags. Plastic drink straws. Bottle lids. Any plastic bottle top of a drink bottle. Screw off, pull out, push in. Caps over push, pull tops. Metal caps with plastic inners. Bottle labels. Any plastic label of a drink bottle. Coffee cups. Any coffee cup or plastic coffee cup lid. Other plastic cups. Other takeaway drink cups for hot and cold drinks. Clear, coloured, lids, cup tops, plastic lined paper cups. Balloons. Coloured and shiny balloons. Balloon strings and balloon clips. Plastic cutlery. Bait bags. Fishing related items. Fishing line, fishing rope, lures, sinkers, hooks, rods, whole and broken, tackle bags, and plastic bait containers. Polystyrene. Any piece of polystyrene, small poly balls to large pieces, foam sheeting or padding or bits. Cigarettes, whole or parts of cigarettes. Cigarette packs, parts off or whole packets, plastic off cigarette packs and lighters. Syringes, whole or part of a syringe including caps. Cotton bud sticks. Construction materials, cable ties, tile spacers, tile wedges, silicone tube caps and wall plugs. Needles are pre-production plastic pellets used to make plastic products. They can be clear or opaque in colour and are 3 to 5 millimeters in size. They are often the shape of lentils or very small stones. You name it. Is there an item you are often finding that isn't covered by the above icons? Use the note box to focus on that item. For example, clothing tag fasteners. You can also use this box to enter any special weather or community events. It can be used to help explain a high litter load that day, for example, 30 degrees on a public holiday, post-music festival, etc. Tapping an item once will increase the item count by 1. If a larger or bulk count is to be added, such as 30 cigarette butts for example, then simply hold down the button icon for a second. Note the number you type in the window is the number that will be added to the existing count. What if you make a mistake in counting? Sometimes an error is made in counting and the count needs to be decreased rather than increased. This is easily done using the Add Item, Remove Item buttons under the icons. If the Add item is highlighted, then the count will go up when the icons are tapped. If the Remove item is highlighted, then the count will likewise go down. The same bulk addition window can be used to add or subtract bulk numbers to or from an icon category. For example, 100 cigarette butts are collected but were added to the cigarette pack item by error. With the add item selected, hold down the butt icon for a second and enter in 100 into the little window that appears. A count of 100 is now added to cigarette butts. Press and hold the remove item button so it's highlighted, and hold down the cigarette pack icon for a second and type in 100 into the little window that appears. A count of 100 is removed from the cigarette pack icon. Now press on the add item button again so it is highlighted and continue counting the other items. When counting is completed, tap the finish collection button. This will take you to the time and effort page to finalise the clean details. Enter in minutes the length of time for the clean. Enter the number of people involved in the clean. The app then calculates the number of person hours spent on this clean. Enter the total kilograms of rubbish collected. Enter the number of full beach patrol bags. If you did not collect a full bag, then type in a decimal point to define how much of the bag was filled. For example, 0.5 for half a bag full or 0.25 for quarter bag full. In the next line, enter total amount of bags audited. If you did a full audit, you counted everything, then this line should be the same as the number of bags collected. However, if you did a partial audit, then estimate what percentage of the bags were audited. For example, a group may have collected 20 bags, but only audited 5 of them. This tells the data researchers that you collected more than what was audited. Enter the estimated length in metres of the area cleaned, for example 1,000 metres of beach. Then enter the width of area cleaned. If you walked in a straight line along a beach, then the width may only be 1 to 2 metres. But if you zigzagged across the whole beach from tide line to the base of the dunes, then the width would be more like 10 metres. You can ignore the next 2 boxes because the next cleanup location, time and date is organised by the group leaders. Next, press the blue button, Add Clean Location. This records the GPS coordinates of your clean. The button launches a Google Maps type page. On this map page, you have 2 options. If you are still on the clean site, simply hit the Use My Current Location button. The app will then return to the last page. If you are no longer on the site, move the screen around until the location is on the screen, then tap the location and a drop pin will appear. Then hit Done on the top right to close the map screen. The GPS coordinates of the location will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. You now add your photo by selecting the camera icon to the right of the time and effort heading. The button will take you to your photos on your phone. Find the photo you want to use. You might want to reframe it so it fits neatly into the box. Then press Choose. Finally, hit Submit. Now what? What happens to this report? First, a copy of the data is sent to your Beach Patrol Leader Group email address. Second, the results are sent to the Beach Patrol website and are automatically entered on your group's page. Your data will show as the most recent blog entered. Each page also shows the total results of all the previous cleans. The slider allows the reader to scroll through the various 32 rubbish categories. Thirdly, the data is also sent to the site litterstopper.com. It is set up so anyone can see all the data from any clean. The summary page on the website shows the totals of all categories. This allows the general public and the media access to the site, which shows all litter, predominantly plastic, that is being collected. Anyone wanting to do any further analysis of the data is free to download it for their use. Thanks for listening. Now download the app and get recording.